Hello and welcome to my channel. If you have clicked on this video, chances are maybe it popped up because you have been subscribed from many years ago. It's been about 5 years since I uploaded my last video. I have since privated all of them. But if you are here, hello, my name is Monique. I'm a former beauty blogger. I used to blog back when people didn't really even know what blogging was, and it was a very new thing. So it was over 10 years ago. I started keeping a beauty blog, and then I started my YouTube channel a few years later as a kind of an extension of that. And I would do beauty and beauty related videos, skincare, product reviews, things like that. So I'm here essentially just to reintroduce myself, to say hello, and to let you know that while I still enjoy beauty products, I still enjoy skincare and the like, I don't anticipate that this channel will be focused so much on that, and it's because I have recently turned 40 years old. I'm pursuing going to college after putting that on hold, basically because I got married very young, had my children, and decided to focus on raising my family. And about 3 years ago, my husband and I relocated from Southern California all the way over here to Maryland, where we currently live. And I started working basically the week after we moved here, which was kind of a shock and surprise to myself because I thought, okay, maybe I'll get a part-time job when I move. And since my kids were a little bit older, at that point they were both in high school. Or no, my son was in middle school and my daughter was in high school. So I thought, okay, I can get a job and that will be something where I can kind of start creating a little experience for myself while I figure out what it is I want to pursue in terms of a formal is the word I'm going for, career. Mind you, I never graduated from college and I have no work experience, so that became something that taught me a lot as well. And about a little over, well, now it's I guess a little over. So in the fall of 2018, I enrolled at the local community college, starting my path back to getting that degree that I started now over 20 years ago, which has been a great experience. I've learned so much, not just from my classes, but also through myself. My family has been nothing but supportive, and they've been my biggest cheerleaders up to this point. And I can't really explain it, but I wanted to start back on YouTube because in this past year, I've discovered that there's a lack of adults who are in my position making videos. So I watch a lot of college and post-grad vloggers. I watch a lot of productivity channels. I use YouTube as my resource for my fitness. You know, I love YouTube, okay? I'm just gonna come out and say it. I love YouTube for so many things, and I'm hoping to just kind of create my own space here that will encourage and support you if you are in a place in your life where you're starting something new or you're pursuing something that you've dreamt about doing and it's a little bit scary. And why the heck would I put this on the internet? I don't know, but for me, I think it's, I just turned 40, and there's just this little part of me, well, maybe it's not such a little part of me, but there's a decent amount that really just thinks, well, you know what? why not? I mean, there's room for everyone to share. Everyone is always looking for new ideas. People have different experiences and ways of expressing and ways of attempting or doing things that work for them. You know, sometimes you'll be looking for information and the way people teach it maybe doesn't resonate or it doesn't make sense to you. And then you continue to look for ways to, understand certain concepts or how to be more organized or how to get motivated. And maybe one person's system just clicks with you, but it may not click with everyone. And, I feel like I've had a lot of experience with different things in my life that I want to share. And whether it's cooking, just little shortcuts, organization, study habits, how I stay motivated, how I get through tough times, how I keep myself healthy through exercise, through food, and, just life practices. I've, recently fallen in love with this whole, I don't want to say it's like a movement, but just vlogging in general has just become something that I've really enjoyed and watching, I should say. I haven't published any vlogs, but I don't know. I just feel like I think about it, and if you're thinking about it, then it's something you should at least try. I mean, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? Nobody's going to watch this video. Nobody's going to comment. Nobody's going to subscribe. And I'll just continue to make these videos because I would like to have a creative outlet again. I used to write a beauty blog. I used to share my thoughts, my opinions. It was something that I could do that was just for me. I never expected it to take me where it did, and I experienced so much because of it. I maybe I'll share that in future videos, but it was a very good experience for me. And so for this new decade in everyone's lives, I mean, 2020, hello, Happy New Year. But a new decade for myself as well. Like, I look back on the last 10 years of my life, and from 30 till now, oh my gosh, so much has changed. I mean, I can honestly say that when I turned 30, I was already a mother. I'd already been married for a really long time, but I wasn't as excited about it. I mean, I think I was comfortable, but at the same time I wasn't. I was still very apprehensive. I was still very discouraged because I kind of felt like I hadn't gotten to a place where I thought I'd be at that point. Although not many 30-year-olds have 2 children and a happy marriage and, have different interests and being able to just go through life doing things that they enjoy day to day. But at the same time, I wanted more, and I felt like I hadn't been there. But this last 10 years has really taught me so much. I've gone through so much, and I've experienced health issues that literally forced me to slow down, forced me to reevaluate what it means to appreciate life, what it means to look at each day as a gift, what it means to just be alive. I mean, to have energy, to be strong, to tell your loved ones how much they mean to you. It was a lot of growth that happened in the last 10 years, not just for me, but seeing my kids grow up. My daughter graduated from high school. My son is going to graduate next year. I'm about to celebrate 21 years of being married. My husband has had, just epiphanies. I don't know another word to describe it, but even in seeing him develop and grow in his career and his choices and in his mindset and just his perspective, it's all been so incredible. And again, like I said, I've just kind of loved all of these past 10 years, and I'm excited for what the next 10 years is going to bring. I was actually so excited to have this milestone birthday and to also be anticipating a milestone in a year change. So again, if you're watching this, I'm really excited, and hopefully you will continue to come back. So hit the subscribe button, and hopefully you will stick around and join me for this. I'm a sociology major. I've taken more psychology classes than I have sociology. I love to read. Reading is like my outlet. It's my escape. It's just what brings me a lot of joy. I would rather be reading than watching a television show. But at the same time, you know, I try to make time for that, because when I do find something I like to watch, I really do make time for it. I find myself watching YouTube much more than using my Netflix subscription or my Amazon subscription or my Disney Plus subscription. But like I said, it's all, if I find something I really like, I do make time for it. But yeah, so I love reading. I expect this channel to develop over time. I want to just be open to posting weekly without like a plan. Like, I want this channel to be XYZ. I kind of want to see where it goes. Video ideas, you know, more getting to know me videos, more day in my life videos, more I'd like to share my favorite books, podcasts I love to listen to. I love podcasts. They're not new to me. I've been listening to podcasts for the last 10 years. Actually, probably longer than that. I mean, yeah, honestly, there were no podcast apps. It was only iTunes. There wasn't even, like, Apple didn't even have podcasts, a podcast app resource. All that. I want to share my tips for being organized. I love discovering ways to simplify things. So whether it's a recipe or how to make my makeup routine go by faster, how to get the most out of my workouts, how to start to develop new habits without judgment on myself, but be realistic, you know? And I want to share my life experience in the way that it applies to everyday things. You should subscribe, follow along with me. Tell me about other YouTube channels that you like to watch. I want to be able to take you on this journey that I'm going on. Mainly, it will probably focus a lot on my life going through college, juggling work, family, social life, all that stuff. So I just want to say thank you again for clicking on this video, for watching, if you've watched it this far, and I hope to see you in the next one. So thank you again.